I moved ahead a little bit. Got a bunch of stuff together. And I think we're to the point, you can kind of gas it up and try firing it up as a completed, mostly completed bike. My good funnel is put away with the bikes. See how paper does for us. Oh, easy. It feels good skin conditioner. Guess we're gonna find out if we have a leak or not too, huh? Why don't we call it? You think that's enough? Yeah, we'll let her go with that. And I don't have a gas cap for it yet, but I drilled a hole through that one so it can vent. And we'll get fancy at some point with, I know you came off of there. We'll get fancy at some point with making a gas cap and making a headlight and a tail light. But for now, I think we're to the point. We should be able to run it. Which way's choke? I think that way's choke. Let me get you set up. All right. I think it's already in engage mode. And choke's on. That back tire is going to have to get deflated and reflated. It's definitely kind of lumpy. Just bouncy, bouncy. I don't think it's sitting in the room quite correct. That's where you saw the motor hopping. Let's see if we do that again. I'll get it warmed up and see if we can get it idle and see how we like it. I put some dry lube on the tires and tried working the bead around so I can get a somewhat decent circle. That's better than what it was. Problem is these tires are new old stock. They probably sat in the Schwinn attic for 30-40 years, and wherever they were squished on the bottom is kind of where they wanted to stay. But it looks fairly decent now, so I'm going to go wash off the tire itself because it's a little on the slimy side now, which is not going to aid well with the drive of the motor. They're not very fond of anything slippery, water or oils for that matter. So I'm going to clean that off. We'll fire it up one more time. We'll see how that motor, see if we get rid of a lot of that jump that was in the motor. That and the bike just needs to be run a little bit and kind of burned off the center of the little tits that stick out of it. You still kind of see there's a crest on it. So it's going to burn to the point where it gets a little on the flat side. Once it gets a little on the flat side, I'll have a better contact patch for the kicker wheel. Yeah, let's try it again. It's been about a half hour since it's been running, so I don't know if it's going to need the choke or not. Rim's a little out of round too. You can see it kind of bounce it up and down. I take it for a ride, but it's not exactly riding weather out there. Yeah. Nothing says we can't do a couple laps in the garage though. Fun till you crash into the lift. Doesn't like snow though. Hey guys, it's the next day and just kind of wrapping this video up. I did some test runs with it. Seems like it runs just fine. Again, wet weather and does not play very well for this style of engine to tire drive system. But in dry, it's fine. It should get better as it runs more and as the tire kind of loses a little bit of its crown. The top of it gets flatter a little bit and the contact wheel has a little bit better spot. I think it'll be absolutely just fine. I took it in the garage and did a couple little burnouts on the floor to help kind of burn the tire down flat, but I think just a little bit of use will zero it right in. With that, the only thing we're kind of missing is the headlight, taillight, air cleaner cover, probably some other stuff, and maybe a little guard for the intake of the engine on there. That stuff I will chase at yard sales, and I don't know it yet, but when I see it, I know it kind of thing. You know how that works. So I'll gather those pieces for it, and then as the weather gets better and springtime kicks in, we'll do a more proper ride on the thing and see how well it does. Tires got to kind of sit with air in them for a little bit and see if we can get them to round themselves out a little better. I probably deflated and reflated the front tire about 10 times to try to get it to get fairly even, but you can still see it's got a decent hop to it. And again, these guys probably sat in the Schwinn dealership attic for 10 years with 30 years hanging on a nail or something, so they're a tad out of ground. So we'll revisit them too. And I'm gonna do probably the toilet ring wax on it like I did Krusty, because what I used seemed to dry up and it lost a lot of the shine. So we'll come back and shine it up with something a little bit better. But with that, guys, I want to thank all of you for kind of coming around and enjoying the projects, and we'll get together on the next one. I'd like to get the Jawa Yawa up on the bench and see if we can get a cold start on that and get an assessment what we have for this bike. So that may or may not be next. So with that, guys, signing off, and thanks again. Later. I think we had a slight power problem. Not anymore thanks to those guys.